Welcome back to the Vtuber News. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of the video. It turns out that Ironmouse was right again when she was talking about different people's personalities and things like that. Her gut feelings always seem to be right in some way, shape, or form. Today we're talking about, of course, Ironmouse, as I just mentioned, a female American VTuber from Puerto Rico. She's a veteran of the industry. She speaks English and Spanish, of course. She has done a lot to help herself grow and also to continue to grow the VTubing medium. What are we talking about? We're talking about here through, Reddit, of course. We have, remember when a guy tried to say Ironmouse was racist for not wanting to be near this guy? Be near both of them here, which is, Ray and Rakai. They're both what I would call nuisance streamers. Streamers specifically out there to get clicks and views because they are a nuisance to others. They, do and cause different chaos and drama for others and around others, and that's how they get people to watch them. Not just regular people talking about drama or anything like that. They actually create the drama. It says here, there's a weird thing about IRL streamers being public nuisances and being popular. It's right here, the dude who was harassing a lesbian couple because he didn't believe they weren't into guys ended up acting like a total immature jerk at the finale. Wow, that must have been a huge surprise. Why do they make these idiots famous? Talking about things like this as well. Here, Rakai crashes out on a streamer, Mari, for saying things he did not like in Mr. Beast Streamer Challenge because he was a part of Mr. Beast Streamer Challenge. I did mention when the Streamer Challenge popped out that he was going to be a part of it along with other people. So this person says, this is just a regular Rakai response. To be perfectly honest with you, this is a regular Rakai response when it comes to anything that he doesn't like. He flips out. Well, let's just take a look at what he does.
All I did was try to win. I'm sorry, I'm competitive. I'm sorry, I'm trying to win. I'm sorry, I'm trying to win. And now, I can't hold this back. I gotta say it. I'm sorry. To everybody, I'm sorry.
He's not sorry. By the way, he's not sorry.
Mari, shut the fuck. Listen, to the Maya girl. Wait, chat. Oh no, Mari girl. Mari, suck my dick, you ugly bitch. Fuck you. Cause that's the look that I'm gonna say right there. It's you. Because I'm looking back at the clips. I'm looking back at what she was saying and all this bad energy and shit. I'm just like, wow. Fuck you, bitch. Fucking Mari. The fuck, I really actually,
So yeah, that tends to be the way that he responds to any kind of criticism, period. Instead of, taking a look at it, maybe just being like, I don't like you or whatever. Because of, like I said, he's a nuisance streamer. He is a streamer that is meant to drum up controversy. He likes drumming up controversy for himself because that's how he gets those views. That's what his audience likes, it seems like, at least. So that's what he goes for. Do people seriously find this dude funny? This is what happens when a young, innocent kid spends more time around his peers, peer pressure, and learns from other people's behaviors instead of being with his mom and dad. Mind you, parents are the only ones that will raise you right. Peers usually tend to make you right, hard. Here's the thing. From what I've seen, his mom ain't like this. His mom last time got really pissed off when this happened. When the last time he went and did this type of big thing and it got huge and everything like that. She got really ticked off at that. She chastised him, got angry at him live on because he I guess he got called live and he put it out there on speaker. I don't know if that was a bit either, but his mom is trying her best. But dude does not learn, and dude keeps being a nuisance to everybody. Forget this was before or after his mother left him a voicemail saying she's proud despite the hate. But she also did that too. I don't know. Like I said, the first part might have been a bit. We don't know. I ain't gonna judge. I'm not a parent. So yeah. Rakai calling someone else ugly. Yeah. The SpongeBob meme. A curse upon KSON's bloodline for making him famous. Who made this kid famous? It was KSON, of course. But it's not KSON's fault, honestly. It's just, you want to help your friends out, and that's what ends up happening sometimes, unfortunately. And continuing with the crash outs, you have this here, where he does the Fortnite Take the L dance.
He's emoting out a toda mi comunidad.
Justice, 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 justice.
Cállate, niño, anda, cállate, niño. Niño, cállate. Cállate, anda. Cállate, cállate. No, yo creo que
So yeah, like I said, he's a nuisance streamer. He's acts very immature, and yeah, it seems like Ironmouse was right about him all along. Same thing with Ray. She seems to be have been right about all of them in regards to not being comfortable being around them, and that they made her very uncomfortable because she knows the type of people that they are, and yeah, they would make me uncomfortable because I would expect a clip to come out of it. I would expect something like that to come out of it. So yeah, not surprised there. And it says, always on kids who appreciate stupid stuff. It's kids. You remember when you were like 10 or 11? Handful of your peers start screaming and are making messes in public. Effing with people in general being a nuisance was the funniest thing. I do remember those days. And yeah, no, it wasn't as funny as we thought. It was not as funny as we thought. It's always been popular. I mean, 10-year-old dudes were doing bomb pranks in public or going to the hood and bothering random black people. I've never seen that, though. I've never seen that. Dude was created in a lab by the CIA. No way he's a real thinking human being. Even as a black guy, I agree. I hate this person to the core. Every black person, myself included, all hate him because he's such a giant stereotype that makes us all look bad. I am inclined to agree after seeing him play Rainbow Six Siege recently. This guy could be white, brown, blue, orange, purple, doesn't matter. Regardless of his skin color, he'll always be an insufferable a-hole to everyone he meets. Absolutely, that seems to be the thing. Rakai is very much just that's all I can say. If I was Mouse 2, I would have been nervous if he came up to me. Rakai is so much of a dumbass and acts like a 9-year-old, which is ironic because he's like 6 weeks older than me. He looks like several drinks away from committing a crime. Yeah, I don't care for the guy, but drama baiting and this post is crazy. People think it's drama baiting, etc. Am I the only one that remembers Ironmouse desperately trying to connect with Twitch live streamers? Mid-scandal arc. I think you may have made that up in your mind. I don't think anyone said that she was racist. I think people were just straight up saying she was smart to not be around them because she knew that they were idiots. Oh, no, yeah. There were people who said Ironmouse was racist. There were people, honestly, who said Ironmouse was racist for this. They don't understand that she is a person of color as well. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what race they are. If they are annoying, then they are annoying. And you can call them out on it. And she did, and she was right. He is fighting back as we go to Astel Leda, who is a male Japanese VTuber with Hololive's branch of Holostars. He is a member of the second generation known as Sun Tempo. He is a part of Holostars JP, of course. And we are taking a look at this. If you remember, I did this the other day, in fact, where I was talking about that Holostars management isn't really to blame fully, that both Hololive and some of their talents just do not want to mesh with them because of the idol culture and things like that. Well, after this came out here, and people were talking about, Holo members like Mio, or like I had mentioned also Nene, talked about how Hololive management specifically tried to make sure that they did not meet when it came to Holostars at the same time in the same places, and also how I believe it was Axel mentioned that they were not allowed to reach out to Hololive talents first when it came to anything regarding any type of collab or anything like that. It had to be reached out to by Hololive EN or Hololive ID or whatever, the Hololive members first, whether it be privately or publicly. That was a rule that was put in there. And, I can understand that rule originally because, unfortunately, there have been things like, the Aster Arcadia thing when it came to the DMs and things like that on his side with Nijisanji. And also there was that Yozora Mel situation way back in the day in regards to things that were happening there with a manager that was, harassing her in, trying to date her or whatever it was back in the day. So they have had issues like this before. And that is what led to this issue. That is what I'm talking about here. This one, where a random guy spreading misinformation about the Holostars and Astel Leda immediately shut him down. So here is the misinformation. It is this. Didn't this person, Fad, who ended up deleting his account after he got the backlash that he did, didn't Astel and Orlandis from Holostars say they were waiting outside the studio because they wanted to get along with the Holo members? Doesn't it creep you out when some random guy is waiting outside like that? Why is it that guys like you only ever have eyes for the Holostars side? No wonder the Holo members keep their distance. I mean, there are creepy fans like that around. Now, there are creepy fans. Yes, there are. There are people that are overly parasocial. Yes, there are. I don't think that Astel actually meant what he said, Astel when it came to that situation. If he ever did mention it, which I doubt he did, it was probably taken out of context, which a lot of these things end up being taken out of context. We have here, don't be careless, man. I didn't do S. And then the www, for those who don't understand, in Japan, that is the way that they say that they're laughing. And of course, capitals is laughing out loud. And that came from someone saying, that's why sadly I couldn't quite buy into Kanata-chan or Mio-chan's way of thinking. And I even ended up getting skeptical about Akutan's ideals too, you know me. And on top of that, I ended up watching the miracle that Toa-sama sparked with the CR Cup and all. It says I can totally trust Aster, Kudens, no problems. Astel, not Aster Arcadia, because Aster is a different thing. Japanese translations can be really weird. If that guy is Japanese, you can sue him to the ground. These antis must feel it firsthand. What's the consequences of spreading misinformation? And that's the thing. There's misinformation being spread. And proudly being spread by this person here. And they had gotten, quite a bit of views before. As you can see here, they deleted their account. It's from an account that no longer exists. They either shut it down for a little bit or fully deleted it. Because you can kind of, shut it down for a bit and then come back when it comes to this. Or you can fully delete it. You can kind of put it on rest where no one sees it. And you can fully delete it if you want to. And here he says, ever since the news came out, I've seen so many Hololive fanboys, not just unicorns, be quick to try to smear the image of Holostars. It's really sad. Yeah, people are using it as ammo to attack. As is the case, as will always be the case when it comes to these situations. People will use it as a form of attack against Holostars or Hololive or what have you. Now, I don't like the fact that that was done. I can understand why it was done. I don't like the fact that there are probably Hololive who just find the guy's icky or whatever, but that is a personal opinion. That is a personal thing. If it is something that they're not being pressured to do as a, pressured by the management to do, that's fine. There are people who go against it, like some of the EN people, ID people as well, Indonesia. They go against the grain in those situations, so that's perfectly fine. And even if they do have that rule, it's probably to more than likely not just be against Holostars, but more than likely to prevent any kind of, rumors being spread or whatever when it comes to people talking to each other, a man and a woman talking to each other in DMs. Things can get out of hand even when nothing actually happens. Does he actually say careless? Feels like a weird translation. It says more like stop saying nonsense. So yeah, again, translations can be very weird when it comes to those auto-translate things. Twitter translates to kind of essay on that's when he actually saying something along the lines, don't talk nonsense. I've never done that. So yeah, that's why I like reading these comments. A lot of people have better translations than the actual translator. So it says here, don't talk nonsense. I've never done that. It is machine translation. Unfortunately, that's the best I can do on my end because unfortunately I cannot read Japanese. I wish I could. I cannot read either kanji, hiragana, or katakana. I can't read any of them. And it says, how dare they want to meet their coworkers, and sarcasm. Entire separated in a nutshell, random guys spreading misinformation. True most of the time. If they did that, there would have been the shortest white document upload on Twitter 5 minutes later. So yeah, there would have been, if they actually did something like that, there would have been a Google Docu, especially the way that nowadays it's all Google Docu everywhere. Astel never did this. The Holostars JP boys sometimes are, not a lot of times, not sometimes, a lot of times the Holostars boys can joke around, can mess around, can just say stuff to be funny and things like that. They just want to have fun and things can be taken out of context. So yeah, this is one of those situations there. People, going on and piling on the Holostars for maybe things that are taken out of context because things like this popped up recently. People just do that sometimes. She is graduating from first stage production as we're talking about Hakanai Ruby, a member of the 4th generation, along with Tetra, Marina, Snowmelt, Honoka, I'm just saying their last names. They're Honoka, Firuna, and Arisa. Well, the first names actually. Actually, I think this is the first names, because in Japan it's last name, first name. My apologies. They are a part of first stage production, JP. JP is the one that has, mainly, I think, women in their side, and then they have EN for mainly the male side. And it's mainly English male side. And here we go. Here's what happened. Notice regarding Hanakai Ruby's, right here, this one here, Hakanai Ruby's graduation. Let's take a look here. Of course, I translated it. It is good enough but sometimes it can be a little too blurry, so I do apologize for that. Thank you very much for your support of First Stage Production. We would like to announce the Hakanai Ruby will be graduating from First Stage Production on April 30th, so by the end of the month. In light of her future activities, she has requested to graduate from the platform as it would be difficult for her to continue her streaming activities. After careful consideration, we have decided to respect her wishes and accept her request. Since her debut, every single activity that Hakanai Ruby has undertaken has been a precious time for her, and she has been able to continue thanks to the warm support she has received from so many people. We would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has supported us thus far. The graduation commemorative live stream was scheduled for April 30th, so she's going to have a graduation stream. Only short time left until graduation, but I would be grateful if you would continue to support warmly until the end. And continuing here, the goods are going to be all sold until April 30th and shipped by, after that date. Whenever depending on when you purchase it, of course. YouTube memberships will end by the 30th. Everything will be made private after May 1st. We will accept orders of items arriving by April 30th. So basically, all orders can be done by April 30th. They'll be shipped out in the order they are received, and everything is going to be privated. So if you do want to save everything that she's done, then yes, take your time and actually go and archive it as best you can. I mean, if you want to. That's all depends on you guys. But it is best if you want to archive it to do that before May 1st, because everything's going to be done after that. Everything's going to be finished after that. And going back to her, I don't think she did anything specifically, any big notifications on this, but I'm going to double check. No, she's just doing her regular streaming stuff. Even after it was announced, she's just doing her regular streaming stuff here. She hasn't been doing anything to announce it necessarily. As you can see here, nothing there. So I just wanted to double check, as I always do when it comes to these things. And this is her, and she has been doing a lot of wonderful stuff as FSP, but she has felt that it is time to go. FSP is losing quite a few people, unfortunately. Hopefully, it's not a harbinger of things to come, where it goes under, or it's found out to be a black company. I really hope it isn't. She has a huge update in regards to everything going on with KSON. Today we're talking about KSON themselves, which is an English and Japanese language VTuber. She's a veteran of the Japanese Niku Niku Doga when she first streamed a virtual avatar in 2018. She joined vshojo in 2022 after she had left a specific Dorito company that she was a part of. A blue Dorito company, as I like to call it, VTuber agency with a blue Dorito. And she left the group herself in July after things blew up with vshojo. And remember, if you remember correctly, she was one of the people that blew things up by actually talking to a guy who I very much respect, the Japanese head of vshojo. So a Japanese person who was in charge of the Japanese side of vshojo. And I respect him a lot because he actually spoke to her. Didn't hide anything. Was like, hey, there's stuff I don't even fucking know when it came to that kind of stuff. So I do respect the man. And here we go with some things that she was having here on the new outfit debut. Let's take a look. So first one is this, a keychain. I don't think I have actually seen, maybe there have been because a lot of indies are very creative. I haven't seen this before though. Like I haven't seen it before.
5日ぶりの新衣装。5日ぶり。まあまあ私は新衣装じゃないから新形態なだけで新形態。
So that's one of the one of the ones that she can actually get closer. It has expressions, as you can see here. It kind of moves in certain ways, and then that is just an appetizer. That is just an appetizer for what is coming now, which is this. The main course is coming along here with her first showing the grippers as always, and then moving up to the knees as it always happens, and then you can see here the full design. It's for those who don't know, KSON is called by many KSON Socho, which is basically like chairman, like a leader, like that type of thing. A lot of times you either use Kaicho or Socho. When it comes to Socho, I think is more like the Yakuza type of thing, like chairman, leader type of thing for Yakuza, delinquent type of thing. And this is a delinquent sailor uniform, like the delinquents have in the animes. Like if you see a delinquent high school girl, they'll have something like this, or they have something different color, etc. from the regular uniform because the delinquent, they don't want to follow the regular things. You can see a couple of straps of articles of clothing underneath. There you go. She. It is very cute. She's very cute. She also has very bound. Her chest is bound as well.
ちょっとアップいいですか？あー、かっこ、目ま
Very cool, very cute, and you can see all the piercings as well as the necklaces and things like that to make it more fitting of everything of the design that she wants to style. She wants and a long, yes, I've seen this before. The long skirt for delinquents. I have seen that delinquent leaders of a delinquent group, female delinquent group inside of high schools. This is like a more of an anime trope instead of actual, outside trope. It is way more of an anime thing. You probably won't ever actually see it anywhere other than anime or VTubing it here. Himono VTuber was the Live 2D rigger, it looks like, and the Pikenshiik is the one who did the design, I believe. And here is her hair let down and put down, and a shorter skirt here with the leather strap on her thigh, and of course the jacket there as well. So that is very nice. It looks amazing. She does have merch already there, sample merch. Some other dragon themed things here. You can kind of see it in the preview down here. I wasn't able to actually get the actual moment when it was there, but you can see in the preview she does have the full look of the dragon right there. So it looks very nice. You can see she's actually showing it. She does do hand cam streams. This is her showing her design there. It looks really nice. And also has her with the long hair and the long skirt as well. And as you know, if I can actually get that showing, that'd be great. But it's very nice. Everything is just done very well, very nicely by, there you go, by the people who designed it. I'm glad that she was able to get that. She has a wooden katana right there as well. Very, very beautiful. Glad to showcase it. The winning sun keeps on winning as we're going to Yokoku Roberu, who has a big announcement, a big thing popping up for him. He is a part of the JP branch of Holostars, and we are going to his Twitter to show off a streaming announcement. On Tuesday, on the 7th, he ended up having a new outfit reveal stream for all of his stuff that was happening. What does the new outfit look like? It looks fancy. Let's take a look here at Bar Robel, and we're going to take a look. He's just, chatting it up first, which is what they tend to do first.
してる衣装じゃん。まあ、かっちりめ。で、夏衣装はもう遊び心満点じゃん。遊びようだけど。
He got the mask on.
あればいけるってことですか。なるほど。こういう感じね。
So that's the bottom. His shoes, very
まさかの
nice.
足系 VTuber ですか。
I don't know if you guys know this, but I think like it was in the not the Middle Ages, but like the Renaissance period and stuff like that. Beyond that, that they had like guys would wear this. I think even Benjamin Franklin wore that type of stuff. You would have a lot of guys wearing this type of stuff, like in the 1800s, 1700s, that type of stuff. I think even in the early 1900s, they would have actual heels. So that's basically normal stuff. Just so you know, that is also a still a way that people wear specific outfits. Like this outfit here. He has a freaking corset, for goodness sakes. A loose one, but it's there.
メンバーシップギフトこの度はこういう
He's a very dapper gentleman there. Very dapper.
形にさせていただきました。よろしくお願いいたします。はい。
Yeah, he's killing those heels. He's killing it in those heels, man. Killing it. His whole fit. He's killing his whole fit. It's awesome. I love it. And he has a cat for him. He has a cat for him. Of course he does.
無理すぎて吐く。そういう感じだ。だからこういう感じになっちゃうよね。だからモノクロ外したらこういう感じになっちゃうよね。だからさすがにこっちに来るな。
So there he goes. He's killing it. He's freaking killing
エッ
it.
チでしょ。
I love it. I love the look.
泣いちゃった。
I love it. It's great. I'm very glad to be able to show this to you guys. I'm very glad that I was able to showcase all of what he was able to show off. And I'm glad that at the very least he was able to get this before, the whole support thing dropped when it came to Holostars. When it came to Hololive Productions and Holostars JP at least. So at least he was able to get this already done. Remember, this was already paid for months before the announcement popped out. So this was something that he was able to get before all of the support kind of dried up. when it came to the corporate side.
Comfortable enough to eat spaghetti on a first date.
I think
No.
you should eat tacos on a first date. I think you
I
should,
love
think
eating
you should,
tacos on a
I
first
think you
date.
should.
If you catch my morning
Shoot
love,
by
if
the
you
back.
catch my morning love.
We went out and had pasta. Like, yeah, I got it on my face, and then you asked, "Is this a regular thing for you, Yozo?" And I
But if
was
it's
like,
a regular thing,
Sorry.
then what you have to do?
She like everyone just ignored the fact that she was talking about tacos in a different way, scissoring, that type of thing. But there we go. VTubers, of course, talking about on stream getting things all over their face and wondering if that's a daily occurrence. No, for me, I don't get creamy stuff all over my face. I don't get anything all over my face because I hardly eat anything that is creamy or saucy or anything like that. But apparently, they get things all over their face every single day. Don't know why. Don't know what meaning it has, but there you go. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.